Hello, Gemini. Thank you for clicking on my channel. Welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine, and I live in Nova Scotia. This is your Zodiac Tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you clicked on the title. And I'm a little bit winded because I went next door to quieten the dog. I did the Aquarius reading, and Samson next door was just howling and barking and carrying on. And so I went out, and he's quiet right now. We had a little visit. I wish the owners would let him in, but maybe he did something bad. I don't know. Poor feller. But his barking was very distractive. Oh my goodness. Enough of my life. Let's talk about you. And before we begin, just to let you know that if you would like some personal cards pulled for you for free, I go live every Wednesday and Sunday night at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you would like to join us and get some cards pulled for yourself. There's also free tarot card readings over at the website, and you can find all of this in the description below this video. But let's start with a message from your angels, guides, guardians, and ancestors. We have the Holy Mountain, which is about that climb up that proverbial mountain of struggle and tenacity in your own authentic way. Only a Gemini would dance up the mountain, knowing that at the top of the mountain there's going to be something profound happen to them. The serpent is about shedding your skin, transformation, new beginnings.
Hello.
It's also about the Kundalini. Beg your pardon, Gemini, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, Gemini. That was my sister that came to the door. I guess when I went over to talk to the dog to, because he was like, when people, their dogs bark, they should, let them in. And it was starting to rain. So I thought that had something to do with it, but I went over and I cuddled him a bit, and he was quiet since then. And then the next thing I know, as I interrupted this video because my sister Laura came in, and she said she was over there. And I guess that's why they let the dog out and left him out, because she was showing them pictures and he's a handful. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's the story of that. Gemini, where were we? We haven't got to these cards yet. We talked about the Holy Mountain, living your authentic self, being able to detach from the world, and this Kundalini that is going on within you. And it looks like an accordion, almost like a breathing mechanism of expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction. So it's almost like you're making steps forward, and then you take a couple back, but then you take 3 steps forward. Maybe some of you feel like you're taking 1 step forward and 2 back, but you're still going through the rhythm. You're still going through that methodical, knowing that, if that's the case, something will break. Something within you knows, the seer, knowing without seeing. That inner sight of knowing that you're on the right path. And we have earth energy and the lower world. So you're really deep diving. The lower world is about ancestors. The understanding of what your genetic makeup is and the collective generational, of your generations. The collective, what the path and the purpose was of your generations. And now that you are of the current generation, the understand of the karmic debts that you've paid and the blessings that are coming your way. Now the earth is promising here that, stay grounded, stay grateful, do your holy mountain walks or walk in the woods, get grounded with earth energy, because you're about to get some abundance here beyond what you expected. In your spread here, Gemini, we see soulmate card, spiritual union, but underneath this we've got memories of love and moving on. So some of you moved on from a soulmate, maybe because they were too deceptive, because we have deception and envy here. We have the base chakra, that base chakra being obviously the base of the chakras here. And that base chakra is being activated to pop some seed out of the earth. Something that is going to grow. Something that is starting to grow, or the feeling or the movement or the anticipation that That seed planted is about to spring out of the ground. And it's showing, you're showing a lot of spiritual strength. There's protection here. Now, in traditional tarot, this would be self-protection and putting up boundaries. But in this one, it's your spirit guides that are protecting you. Under your base chakra, we have patience and planning. So you planted the seed. You're nurturing it. And someone is not being honest with you. Or they're jealous of you. Now, beside the patience and planning, we have the foundation and achievements, which is, if it's about a relationship, it's moving or ascending to a higher level of commitment. It can mean partnerships in business as well. That gives you a solid foundation in your earnings, which gives you a solid foundation and security in your home. But you're suffering in silence here. So it looks like whatever struggles you're going through, whether material or in love, you're not expressing that in an outward way. What you're doing is detaching in order to be your authentic self. So if that means you're going to climb the mountain and cry your eyes out, nobody's going to know, and it's nobody's business. Or if you're going to dance under the stars and act like a wild person, nobody's going to see, so nobody's going to care except you. This is something that is important for you. There is some inner knowledge or sight intuitively that is coming from your ancestors. Let's clarify this. We have the call, spiritual union. You're making a judgment call on a soulmate, which may not be easy. An Ace of Earth, base chakra, you have an unexpected blessing coming your way to help this seed pop out of the ground. This new beginning has to do with money. It can do with love. And it could very much have something to do here with strengthening. Here we have spiritual strength, strengthening that foundation, your home. Bottom of this deck, we have the Emperor. So this is, you could be meeting someone who's established here. They embody all four kings, male or female, doesn't matter. It's the energies. This is Aries energies as well. And as I said, it's not necessarily that you're dealing with an Aries, but it is the energy. The Emperor is established, has built an empire, wants to build empires with you. This could also be you taking on this energy, taking control of your life, building your empire. Spiritual strength is being clarified by the High Priestess. We've got a lot of spiritual energy going on here with your message today. Memories of love with a soulmate. Someone's returning. This may be what you have to make a judgment call on. Is someone returning? Do you pick up where you left off? Do you end it completely? Two of Earth, patience and planning. You're multitasking successfully through your plans, through your patience. Some of you may have to end up juggling between two people. But I think this is more work related, Gemini, focusing on what is to keep your foundation stable. Six of Earth, foundation and achievements is going to be clarified with a flow of money coming in. As well, if this is about a soulmate, that there's going to be some equal give and take, reciprocity. Moving on is being clarified by Seven of Fire. That's standing your ground. When I stand your ground, I know what I want. I'm not settling for less. And I'm ready to expand. See ya! You have the magic horn of the unicorn and can overcome any obstacle. And one of those obstacles was, well, you know better than me. You're moving on from whatever obstacle that was. It's like it's out of the way. You stood your ground. This deception and envy. Someone is jealous. You had a new idea that you implemented that was successful, and they don't like it. You have a new beginning without the baggage of the past hanging around you like a milestone, and they're envious. This can also mean like a new beginning without the baggage and negativity. But this person is wearing a mask and not revealing their feelings. But more strongly than that, Gemini, I get a really strong sense of jealousy here. Because you are moving into this new realm of success. Chariot. Something is rushing towards you, maybe to your aid. And they see that you've been not complaining, even though you've had struggles and challenges, you haven't complained. And now this victory is rushing towards you. Let's ask the angels what advice they have for Gemini in love. Let's try that again. What is the advice the angels have for Gemini in love? Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now, someone could have an addiction. Codependency can also mean, well, every relationship is codependent. But how far is it allowed to go in codependency? I think it has everything to do with maturity. Repeated cycles of fight to break up, to make up, to break up, to fight, to make up, to break up, becomes tedious and damaging. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And true love. You've met the romance of a lifetime. But perhaps what you're breaking here is this past cycle you've been through. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. I think that's the standing your ground. Isn't it interesting? We've got two horses back to back here. Standing your ground, implementing new ideas, new beginnings, dumping the past, calling in your soulmate, forgiveness, learning, deserving love. Some of you are in separation. If that resonated for you at all, Gemini, please hit the like, share, subscribe. Join us at the live shows for some free personal cards. Wednesdays and Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And everything you need to know about more free tarot readings is in the description below. God bless you, Gemini. Thank you for your love and support. And I hope to talk to you again really soon. Bye for now.